Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's Marcus, and I'm heading up to the Adelaide Hills today, where I am talking to an actress that needs no introduction. The accolades have been rolling in just recently over a particular show that is playing at Holden Street Theatres. Please welcome everybody, Martha Lott. Martha, hey, how are you?
Hey, how you going?
Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf? I freaking am, because you are crazy in that show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I love it. Hey, before we get on to the show, though, I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you something. I've got something. Everyone knows that you and I have known each other for a good period of time. And, we did acting
Yes.
together with essay casting and all that palaver. But I
I'm
was
nervous
actually,
about this.
you brace yourself, honey. You brace yourself. This is kind of cute. But a good few years ago, we're not going to talk about the particular year, but you actually came to my 21st birthday.
Did I?
Uh-huh. And the gift that you brought me was the complete works of William Shakespeare. Now,
Oh,
that's not even the end of it because I actually was cleaning up my bookcase today because I had to find a way to put more plants in there, of course. Um,
yeah,
and I came across this book knowing that I was about to interview today you.
yeah.
I obviously remembered that you gave me that. Opened up the page. On the inside page is written, I came across a fork in the road. I chose the less traveled. This has made all the difference. Written by you for my 21st birthday all that time ago.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
I'm fantastic.
I know, right? And when I say all that time ago, I'm only 23, so it was only
I
two
was
years
going to say, like, that
back.
was only last year, wasn't it?
Now,
Wouldn't that be nice?
darling Martha, congratulations. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf is going gangbusters. Of course,
Thank
director
you.
Goers. It has got Brant Eustice as George, your lovely husband. Chris Asimos plays Nick, and Jessica Corrie is Honey. Um,
Yes.
it's been going for a week now. How has it been received?
Oh, amazingly. It's been incredible. I think we've had a standing ovation every night, which has been lovely. And we keep coming out for more bows. That's my dog in the background. Sorry. We keep coming out for more bows. If we get more ovation, we keep coming back out. So that's been a bit of fun. Um, no, it's been great. It's been really good. I mean, it's not an easy play to perform. It's big. But everybody said that the 3 hours have gone really quickly and that people have sort of they don't quite realize that it's as long as it is. They get into the play and then they just go on this huge ride and journey with us. So that's been brilliant. And yeah, it's a lot of fun in an odd way. I mean, it's harrowing at some bits and it goes up and down, but it's actually a lot of fun to perform. So
It's
yeah, we're having a good time.
the audience, the night that I came, I think it was last Thursday night I came along. The
Yes.
audience that was there with me, all of us were just thoroughly engaged. There was gasping, and there
Yeah.
were obviously two intermissions, one longer, one a little bit shorter. But both
Yep.
of those intermissions, all anyone was talking about was like how full on and how dramatic everyone's roles are. And
Yeah.
so many buttons. So yeah, credit to you all.
Yeah. I think sorry. Probably move. I can go further down into the paddock.
No, this is
Um,
good. I like it.
my little shed. Um, this we yeah, it's a very big play and it's a very very big production, I think. And I'm sorry, you're welcome. This is my wattle tree.
I love the
This is
waddle
my
tree.
shed.
Hello, Mr. Shed.
Um, yeah, it's a big production and it's there's a lot of people involved and I think that the it's a well-known movie as well. Like so people have got an expectation about it. They've got he's barking even more now. They've got an expectation about it that it's going to be fairly full on as well. But we did find a lot of humour in the play, and so we've really tried to focus on that. And so there's a lot more in it for people. I'm going to have to do this. Ash,
I can't even hear.
the
Um,
glamorous life of an artist. Uh, yeah,
but
so the audience have been very receptive, but we've enjoyed it. And as I said, it's a really well-known play, so a really well-known piece. So yeah,
obviously, Liz Taylor played the role of Martha in the movie.
Yes.
And this could be up for debate, I'm not sure, but I do believe it's one of Liz Taylor's best roles she's ever played. Totally bonkers in it, just incredible.
Well, it was very defining for her as well, because it was one of the first pieces she did, but it was also, she was made to look middle-aged and not as attractive. And that was very, it was a really big step for her to do that for her career.
And of course, with Richard Burton in it as well, playing George. I mean, what a dynamic duo, off screen and on. But so for you, what was personally the most toughest part of taking on the role as Martha?
I think the volume of lines. It's so beautifully written, so it's not difficult to understand, and it's not difficult to know what's going on or how to deliver it. But it's so repetitive. Like there's hardly any lines where she doesn't say the same thing 3 or 4 times. So in that regard, it's quite tricky. Oh, now in the dark. There we go. In that regard, it's quite tricky. There was a little bit of a challenge very early on with being called Martha and playing Martha.
Yeah.
That was, you got to be very careful in some plays to not let the play in, but like perform the play, not become the play.
Yep.
And a friend of mine, Richard Jordan, who's a producer in the UK, he wrote to me very early on and he said, make sure that you perform this, you don't take it in. So I think in that regard, it was really good advice. So yeah, I think that was probably the most challenging thing, is just the size of it. And we had to do it at this time, and we had to do only 2 weeks because Chris Asimos is touring with Alibrandi.
Yeah.
And this was the only window that we had to have him in it. And because of that, we didn't have as much time as we had hoped to have. So it was a short rehearsal period. Very.
Yeah, well, I can imagine, and like you say, a lot of lines to learn as well, because all of you have these insane kind of monologue sections, of course.
I know. I know.
Obviously, your connection, your chemistry with Brant Eustice, who plays George, is electric, but equally also, Jessica as well, but also Chris, who you've actually performed with before in Looped, which was just outstanding as well, a two-person play. Chris is just incredible. Hey, so based on what you were just saying, so not taking on the role, not living the role, how long does it take? Because it is a full-on show, and I actually put this in the review as well. How long does it actually take to come down after a show like that, after a performance like that?
Well, I live in the hills, as you can tell, my garden. So it takes me from Holden Street to the toll gate.
And then
literally.
Then you're back to Martha.
I kind of get to the toll gate and go, and then I get home and have a cup of chamomile tea and go to bed. It doesn't. It's not a character because, again, you go back to technique. Like, you're playing the character, you're not living it. So you can leave it in the dressing room, and you kind of have to learn to do that very quickly. And you know this, you've done acting. You've got to leave it in the theatre. You've got to leave the character there. I mean, could you imagine if I brought Martha home to my family? It just would be a nightmare. Like, the kids would hate it. So it doesn't take long. As soon as the makeup's off and the costume's off and I'm out of there, then I'm out. But I really try and leave it on the stage, like basically the curtain call. You come out as you, and from that moment on, it's like just leaving her there. Just get her off, get her away. Yeah.
I did see your daughter in the audience the night that I was there. Of course, she was in A Cheery Soul with you.
Yes, yeah.
So I saw her in the audience. What was her feedback after the show? What was her review?
Well, she'd seen a bit of rehearsals, and they hate hearing me learn lines, but they do actually, listen to me a bit. So she knows a couple of the lines, so she thought that was quite funny. She was probably more amused at Chris's concern about me kissing him so much. Chris and Brant were more concerned about Amelia's reaction to the kissing and the violence in it than anything else. But she's the most super intelligent human being and very, very switched on. She doesn't love the play because of what it does to Martha.
Yep.
She didn't like seeing me being physically assaulted, obviously. But she's very aware of the classic and how brilliantly written it is and that sort of stuff. So she really looked at it from that perspective.
So outside of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, I mean, you've been
Yeah.
in some serious roles for a very long time now. Outside of this play, what would be one of your most challenging plays that you've ever taken on as far as a character?
Oh gosh, probably Grounded,
Okay.
the fighter pilot,
Yeah.
just because it's a psychological thriller, and so keeping that out of that was very physically demanding. Probably that in recent years. I think that's probably the most difficult. But it's funny because you do Shakespeare and Chekhov and all those sorts of things, and they're not as difficult because they're actually a language and you get into the pattern of the language, and then it's just inhabiting the character. Roger Shepherd, who is a very famous South Australian drag queen, said something when I was doing Grounded. I got this message from Roger about when you approach a really difficult role or a really difficult play or something goes wrong. Like last night we had 3 phones went off in Act 3. In total, I think there was like 6 or 7 phones going off. One night we had someone shouting at us, and his advice was, you just do it. Just go and do it. Just get on there and do it, and you'll get so much out of it if you just don't sweat the small stuff, basically. So so I think even with the difficult stuff, you just do it. You just have fun, find some fun in it.
Really, right?
Huh?
Just like life, just do it.
Yeah, live a Nike life, just do it.
You gotta give it up for Roger / Rouge, an absolute South Australian national, even if you like, icon. He's a total legend. Love the guy.
I love Rouge, and he actually came to Looped, and that's I think it's probably one of the last plays he's been able to get to. So we were very honoured to have him at Looped.
Beautiful. And that was not even that long ago. Only last year, I think that one was, or 2 years?
No, 2 years ago. So last year we did Cheery Soul and Coward, and the year before was Looped and Night Mother.
Coward, another really good one. Hey, now, you probably haven't had a chance because you've been doing rehearsals and doing, management and all this kind of stuff like you do. But just recently, well, it's actually just still playing until the 16th, quite like your show, is Dear Son by the State Theatre Company.
Oh, I so want to see that, but we're playing the same time.
Sobbing, absolutely sobbing. And so my question for you, so this is the show that actually, that show really moved me emotionally. Really made me get extremely emotional because it's all about toxic masculinity. Very much, very much a show that every single male should see, in my opinion. But what is a show that you've actually experienced, that you've seen, that has actually really moved you and taken you to a different space?
There's 2 shows in Edinburgh that I've seen that have changed my life completely. One was called Roadkill, which was around 2009, I think. It was quite a long time ago, and that was about human trafficking into the UK, and that was just mind-blowing. The whole thing was done in a house, so the audience caught the bus from the airport with the girl to the house, and then we were basically on the walls of the house as she went in and was invited into this family that then ended up trafficking her into prostitution and slavery. And it was mind-blowing. And I tried for probably about 6 years to get that out here. And we just couldn't. It was just impossible. So that Roadkill was incredible. That was by Cora Bissett.
Yep.
And the other one would have been Mother. And that play was about toxic masculinity and about how a man's relationship with his daughter impacts the woman that she becomes, and how just the smallest things sort of end up happening. And I watched it, and at the end of it I went to the producer and I said, look, I need to know where you got this story from. I need to know where you got this material from and who you spoke to, because there were things in it that were exactly from my life. And I was just sitting there watching it. I was just like, I can't do this. I can't watch this. And that prompted me to write That Boy. which was the story of the mother and son relationship of the boy who was, you know, what kind of man was he going to grow into and what kind of person was he. So, yeah, I think they're two of the most prolific pieces that have really changed my life as theatre. Yeah.
Well, Martha, I mean, the work that you put on down at Holden Street Theatres, you know, influences and changes a lot of people's lives as well, because you bring intelligent, deep, emotional plays to that incredible theatre down there, just down in Hindmarsh there. So, you know, credit to you. And you know what? I mean, I hope that everybody tells you this, but you know what? Thank you for doing everything that you do, because you bring the goods. So appreciation.
Thank you. Yeah,
Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf runs until the 16th of August, everybody. Please get along. It's another 3 performances. Please get along. Oh, no, sorry, another 3 shows, sorry. Sorry, another 3 days. That's what I'm trying to say.
Have, tonight
Yep.
Tonight's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday matinee and Saturday night. So 5 shows.
Grab your tickets, everybody. 16th of August is not far away. This video is coming out to you Wednesday night. So get along and support incredible South Australian theatre at Holden Street Theatres this time round. Hey, as we sign off, Martha, what is next for Holden Street Theatres when this...
Oh, okay. Well, Goers was the director in residence, and his tenure finishes at the end of this year. So he has chosen his last show to perform in Harvey by Mary Chase. Yeah. And then we launched our new director in residence, Nick Fagan. So he will be bringing a whole new series of 3 years of work. And the program is insane, like probably more classic, more modern classics, some beautiful plays. We're supporting some new writing, and we're launching a new board at the end of this year. So lots of development and lots of changes. And yeah, our goal will be to consistently produce theatre and create work for South Australian actors.
Keep on doing it, Martha. Keep on doing it. Martha,
thank you.
You're an absolute delight. Enjoy the rest of the season of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Grab your tickets, everybody. We've been speaking to Martha Lott.
Thank you very much.
The theatre, darling. By big love and much respect.
Thank you.